it, and each team will take a point apiece, and it's 2 of you in it, so let's go for the win, everybody. Competition for the middle ball gets swiped away to the side, and it's Leamington Spartans who start with that, but there's high pressure on the wings from Lutterworth Meteors. Oh, and a toe snapper right from the off, Lecce on Christopherson. Plenty of pump fakes, early pre-throw. David hits the ground with his ball, Bird jumps over it. Two-ball strike was very effective. Let's put them in the lead. Oh, nice hit there from
Ryan Neely, but then there was an after throw and then cover shot immediately onto Richards.
Yeah.
It's like one through, triggered the next, and there was a succession of hits there.
Yes. So yeah, just Koenig and Hughes left in. We've still got lots of time on the clock.
Oh, early pre-throw hits Harrison, and then the after shot covered onto Hughes. Even though he ducks down, he's hit out and the ball bounces up and away off court.
Blocks from Koenig and then back at Woodgate. Bird thinks about it, but he's got no cover.
Woodgate who gets the hit on the leg of Koenig.
Very quick set, minute and a half now.
Woo!
Well, I mean, if it's any similar to what it was last time, we just had, the sets themselves weren't close, but they kept taking, they basically essentially took a set in turn. So we'll see if that happens this time as well.
Again, a hotly contested middle ball, just narrowly won by Leamington Spartans, who come up with a 3-ball press. Early pre-throw in at Whitelaw, who blocks. Then there was a cover shot on Bird, and there was a catch from Koenig, but who gets hit out after that, slams his fist into the ground in frustration. It's 5v5. 4 balls for Spartans, who elect to do a 2-ball strike on Evans again, and successful the same way they were in the first set.
Yeah, Evans ducked nicely, but he just kind of tried to catch the second one, and it wasn't quite the angle for it. Then a lovely hit from Neely on David.
Look at this high pressure. Christopherson equal to it, doesn't quite manage to secure the catch before he slid off court.
Yeah, it's just bobbling up in the air, so obviously the catch has to be secure whilst you're on court. Or in the air, as long as you're not out of bounds.
Nice block and duck and sideways movement from Hughes there.
And a lovely hit from Harrison. Yeah. For a second he was like, should I go for this? It's quite risky up court, he might give away a catch, but then I think he saw that Richards wasn't really that bothered about retreating.
Well, I think Richards was kind of trying to get the single counter upon him, because there's a higher chance of getting the catch there. But punished by Harrison there, who had a great first match today here in the Men's Super League. Single ball at Evans, who blocks it. High pressure from Leamington Spartans, and a slow walk up court from Lutterworth Meteors. Single ball in at the wing, blocked safely by Whitelaw. Ball bouncing around the middle of the court, and then he releases at his counterpart.
Pause time, I believe, for something.
Ball going back to the other side. Are they taking it back a play here? Time's been paused, so we'll give you the status once things resume.
So yeah, Hughes, I believe, has cut himself, so I think they wanted to check there's no blood on the ball. And he's now asking for a plaster to cover up his hand.
Quite easy to cut yourself if you have long nails and you're going for a catch.
Yeah. Yeah, so I can always tell when it's dodgeball season or not as to whether my nails are short.
Always best to cut them before a league meeting.
So yeah, a little bit of a pause while we're getting the plaster on Hughes' finger.
Well, good chance to remind our viewers of the score thus far.
So yeah, so it's currently 4-0 to Spartans.
So they've taken 2 sets thus far.
Yeah, and we've got just under 11 minutes left of the half, so we've really not played a lot of time so far. But now I think the small discussion between the referees and Meteors. I don't know if it's to do with that finger.
I think Spartans were arguing that he should be subbed.
Yes, so yeah. Yeah, so you're not allowed to play if you're actively bleeding. Obviously, with most things, the dangers of bloodborne diseases is we don't want anybody to have blood contact, so essentially said until he stopped bleeding, he needs to be substituted.
Yeah, but it looks like he's okay. We don't need to worry about him, so let's continue with this match. Lots of movement on the back line there from Leamington Spartans, but no hit from Meteors near side of the screen. Early pre-throw at Harrison, who steps out of the way. Then he releases at Evans. It goes low into the ground, so no hit there. Couple of pump fakes, and then a single from Bird at Koenig, who blocks successfully.
Yeah, again, lots of pump fakes. They're really targeting the wings a lot, but Meteors doing a really good job blocking, but then Evans trades with Lecce. Oh.
Lots of hits everywhere here. Like, so there's a hit and a retaliation, a hit and a retaliation. And it's Lutterworth Meteors who are coming out on top with 4 plays to 2.
Oh, and a lovely hit from Bird on David
just
there.
Kept his hand stuck out outside of his body. Probably not the best area to be making catches. Movement jumping inside by Bird, double counter, but a dive down to the ground by Jones. Running counter from Richards, hits out Bird on the back foot. Woodgate comes up and spends at Simon Jones. He's left him by himself and he's given them 4 balls. We're going to see a 3-ball release, an early pre-throw blocked by Richards, 1, 2, 3. And it was Koenig who secured the hit on Woodgate and gives his team the first points of the game, and it's now 4-2 to Leamington Spartans.
Yeah, that was a really important set, because as soon as you get 3 sets down, that gap starts to feel, you know, quite wide, and you start to feel like you've got to force plays a bit more. But nice, you're only a set behind now, so that's easily made up.
I always feel that when you're forcing sets is when it can get away from you even further as well, so plenty of high pressure there and a cross court on Lecce, who saw it coming. Single ball down the middle. Bird was in the air. Hughes shot him down.
Yeah. Yeah, he tries to go for the catch, but it's very difficult when you're in that position.
As you said in the previous set, plenty of balls targeting the wingers from both sides. Another ball into the ground from Harrison. If it bounces before it hits anybody, that's going to be no hit.
Oh, nice delay on Whitelaw, but he just gets out of the way and then gets out Evans as well. Wow. And another
survives, despite Richard's best effort.
So Meteors 1 down now.
Oh, cross court block
called.
Hughes. So when you're holding the ball, your hands are part of the ball and you're allowed to block with the hands, and that's what happened there. Blocked up in the air by Neely. Hughes makes a catch, so Christopherson comes back in for that. Neely out for blocking that up and into the arms of Hughes.
And then Hughes does it back.
Harrison's arms, who takes the catch. He slaps his knee in frustration, and we see Bird coming back onto court for that catch by Harrison from Hughes. Spartans with a 1-player advantage. Whitelaw hits out David in the middle. High pressure from him. He hits out the cameraman there not the winger who is Richards at this point in time, number 6 for Lutterworth Meteors. Play 3 called on Lutterworth Meteors. They've got 3 players left in. 1, 2, 3, all at Woodgate. No hits. He looks to counter. No, thinks again. There was a 4-ball call, so they're going to take those 4 balls, make a team play. And it's 2 balls at the left wing.
Yeah, and Koning saying he wanted to see the retaliation there from Richards back, or maybe even a high presser, just to kind of stop him being such an open target. Oh, and a lovely catch from Lecce. Oh, and a great one from Richardson.
On the back foot, diving down to the ground.
Wow.
What a play.
Evans in, on his own now, with a lot to do against 5 Spartans. 20 seconds left. Oh, and the lovely there, 2-ball, a little bit delayed on the second one, gets the hit.
What I liked from Evans there, though, he's trying to make the catch, which he needed to do with very little time left in the set. So fighting until the end. Well done, number 13 for Meteors there, despite being hit out. So the score now, Emily, is 6-2 to Lutterworth, no, to Leamington Spartans, apologies. And it's Leamington Spartans who win the middle ball once again. Cross court, hits out Christopherson, number 5, who had jumped up and to his right. Early lead for Leamington Spartans. Plenty of pressure on the wings. It seems like every other shot is one fired off at the wingers who have the balls. Advantageous for Leamington Spartans to do that at the moment, because with the game state as it is,
yeah,
they're a player up and they are up in the match. Tension.
Nice movement from Hughes.
Six v 5.
Oh, and then
Plenty of cover shots, but nothing hitting the mark there. One ball down the middle, just outside of the body of Richards, who lets it fire past him. Lutterworth Meteors with the 3-ball press, where they're going to release from the middle. Hits out Whitelaw on the shoulder. Fantastic aiming from Hughes. Single ball from Neely at Koenig, who is down on his knees.
Yeah, he
makes the catch, brings back in number 5.
Set for it there.
So when we say set for the catch, what do we mean? Oh! Popped up in the air, looked to make the catch, but wasn't there. Wasn't there for him this time. Wait, so what do we mean when we say set for the catch there, Emily?
Yeah, so essentially it means that someone is they've got themselves into a good position. You know, they might be on their knees, they might have their hands ready, so that they can just take the catch when the ball comes in.
And you're on your knees to minimise the area that you can be hit on, and to maximise your catching space.
Yeah, because there's like, if you're stood upright, they can throw at your toes, but if you're kind of down on the ground, that eliminates that, so they've got to throw high.
And you'll have good balance there as well. So can Lutterworth Meteors take this set? Jonty Bird with a hit on Richards. Double counter on Woodgate is successful. And a fantastic pickup cover shot from Christopherson. He was hit out early in that set. He came back in for the catch and he wins it for his team.
Oh. Wow, so 6-4. Just one set in it. There's just over 3 minutes left, so we should have 2 sets. So, Meteors taking the 3rd ball at the start of this set.
Hotly contested middle ball every single time in this match.
Oh, lovely post throw there. Takes out Richards. And then a short pause of time just because one of the balls again going underneath the seating area. Oh, what a catch! Bird on Koning. Oh. Yeah, Koning very frustrated by that. Punches the seat when he sits down.
That's Spartans with a 1-player advantage. Second time Whitelaw's hit out there.
Yep.
In this game. Early pre-throw from Neely on Jones.
Looks like Whitelaw's essentially hurt himself in that dive.
A dramatic dive off court.
Oh, lovely little clip there from Evans on Harrison.
A quick two-step after throw, immediately firing back.
Oh, 2 hits!
And then Hughes gets a running counter on Neely. Leamington Spartans 1 player up.
Evans at Woodgate, blocks. Blocked by Bird with Hughes, and then double counter. Hughes takes him out. So we just got Evans left in on his own against 3 Spartans. Throws at Woodgate, just the side of him. He's still got 3 balls, so it's still up to him to throw. Again, doesn't really throw near anybody. He's just looking to get rid of that ball. Woodgate with a nice, safe single back.
So he's not wanting to give Evans a catch here.
Oh, and he lovely hits him out right on the knee pad.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot.
So I believe this will be a minute set. And it's 8-4.
We've been playing 3-minute sets up until this point, so why is this one a 1-minute set?
So when we've got less than a minute on the clock, rather than kind of setting up and playing sort of like a 40-second set, a 30-second set, essentially they'll just reset and play 1 minute. It just kind of gives players enough time to actually get into the game. Otherwise, it's essentially pointless playing out the time we've got remaining.
Yep. 6v6, less than a minute on the clock. Early pre-throw hits out Birdie, blocked it onto his toe.
Play 3
Play
called.
3. They're going to have to release 3. They've released 2 at Koenig, making a hit. 5v5. 3 balls in the hands of Lutterworth Meteors. A single ball. Lecce ducks down and moves inside the court to get away from it. Single ball from Harrison.
Oh, he catches it!
Gets after thrown, popped it up in the air corner, amazing stuff. About 30 seconds left, dramatic stuff here. It's going crazy with hits.
Yeah, lots of people
Woodgate
out.
and Harrison on the way out.
4-3, I think, last final score.
Yeah, and Lutterworth Meteors not making it easy for the refs there by getting onto the court immediately after the whistle is blown.
Yeah, and then I think it was very difficult. A lot of things happened very quickly there. I think some of the players thinking they got hits that they haven't got, and then essentially ruling out a player and not paying attention to them, and then that just allowed them to then get another shot. So Koenig's currently discussing things, right? So this would be where it would be really useful to have a mic on the referees so we could know what's going on in the referees chat.
Yeah, and find
Instead,
out
I'm
what the
going to
score
wait.
is.
Everyone on the stream will know because you can see the screen because Macaulay has just inputted the score. So I may have to go and find YouTube.
Fantastic, lively first half, really hard fought. And when there was cover shots, it seemed like it was hit after hit, which is a testament to the quality on show in this game.
It was given to Meteors, so 8-6.
Oh, tight game. And high scoring with plenty of sets being won by total elimination of the other team.
Yeah, there's been very few sets that have gone to time. But yeah, I think tension's quite high between the two teams at the moment.
Understatement, perhaps.
Yeah.
All right, if you're enjoying the commentary, shout out Emily Busby. She's fantastic. Plenty of dodgeball experience. Let us know on BDTV who you're supporting, what plays you've enjoyed. And if you're interested in getting into dodgeball, check out britishdodgeball.org, find your local club. And plenty of resources for how to set up your own one.
Yeah, both teams taking the full time out here. So quite often, sometimes teams don't feel like they've got a lot to say at half time. So they might only take like 1 or 2 minutes of the half time available to them. But this time it looks like both teams really want to have a good in-depth discussion and make sure that they've sorted out what they're doing in this next half to ensure that they win the game.
Yeah, and you can take a bit of a lead from the refs there. They were still in the centre discussing, and now they're ready, calling for teams to line up.
So still to play for in the second half.
Both teams keeping the same lineups. Ryan Neely slapping the ball to the side. Looked like he was going to win it, but the bounce is a bit unlucky, and it's going to be Leamington Spartans with 3 balls to begin with. The burden will be on them, but will they be the team to release first? Yes, it's a single ball at Lecce, which hits by Evans. Number 13 there for Lutterworth Meteors, far side of the camera.
Yeah, they did really good. Lecce, and a lovely catch from Richards on Whitelaw.
And he was down in that set position that you talked about in the first half there. Hughes tracking the dodge of Harrison up into the A, looked to catch it, but it was too powerful that time. Early pre-throw blocked up in the air by Richards, who looks to collect it, pass the ball back to his teammate. No outs from that play. Lutterworth Meteor still with 6. They released 2 on Neely, who can't block them both. An early pre-throw from Evans on Woodgate, who then puts it into the ground. Early release as well from Bird. Evans choosing not to punish him. They've still got plenty of players on court.
Yeah.
It's 5-2, the player advantage. Couple of balls at Bird, who ducks underneath that one from Hughes. So that's the 3rd time I've seen Hughes hit out on the back track, releasing whilst he's on the back track and then diving down to the ground.
Yeah, I think he's looking for, trying to pick up the catch while he's on the floor. You know, it's a lot easier to kind of stick the catch when you're already at ground.
Like this as well, you're going to feel the pressure, and you want to.
Lovely hit from
feel
Bird.
pressurised to release because they're coming at you.
Yeah.
But if you're releasing whilst you're on the back track, it's going to be a weaker throw and one easier to avoid if you're running up the court making the counter.
So we've got a minute left. Spartans down by 1 player.
2 balls at Bird. Do they hit him this time? Yes, they do. Woodgate manages to duck underneath Evans at close proximity and make a hit there, though. He's in by himself, though, as Simon Jones blocks safely. No, he doesn't. Called out. So it's 1v1.
Yeah, Koning's kind of set himself again, but yeah, Woodgate throws over his head this time.
Both players picking up 2 balls. 2 released on Woodgate by Koning, who...
And he takes the catch, so yeah. Koning's really good at doing that, so it's something that we call a tombstone catch, so basically, essentially lying straight back onto your back and taking the catch at your chest.
What I really liked was the initial movement. Couple of really big kicks to move back at pace.
Yeah.
To build up that distance between the counterer and yourself. Whitelaw hitting out Evans cross court there. That's the only play that connects at the start of this set.
And another hit from Harrison.
Nice and
on
low
Richards.
on Richards, who had set himself, but it was hitting his knees, which were just upon the ground. Single ball from Koenig on Neely, blocked back to the possession of Lutterworth Meteors, far side of the camera. What can Leamington Spartans do here? They've got an early pre-throw on Hughes. And then, Lecce just dives down and backwards, touching the back of the court, which means he's out. You need to stay within the confines of your side of the court.
Yeah, I think he was expecting the ball at him to go maybe a little bit kind of like for the ball to come in lower so he could again take a tombstone catch, but instead just slid off court, which is a bit unfortunate. But
play recommences. 2 balls at Koenig, the second one hits him out on the shoulder.
yeah, great delay there from Whitelaw, just waiting for Koenig to make the move and then tracking him.
Early pre-throw from Neely gets Christopherson. Christopherson also gets his throw off on Neely. It puts Leamington Spartans into a greater advantage because it's Simon Jones left him by himself, and he gets
the hit
at the first time of asking.
So 10-8 now to Spartans. 10.5 minutes left.
Whoa, who's your money on at this stage?
I cannot call this.
It's really tight, isn't it?
Yes.
I think it's slightly in the favour of Leamington Spartans with that one frame advantage. Cover shot from Whitelaw on Koenig, who had released his ball in a pre-throw at Bird. Cross court from Lecce onto David.
So David back on in this set for Richards.
High pressure from both wings. Single ball from Jones, who then gets after throw coming in at him, but he makes the catch. Celebrated by his teammates, bringing back in Koenig. Fantastic counter from Woodgate, just hitting Hughes out as he dives down to the ground.
So it's all level.
Single ball straight down the wing from Evans.
Yeah, and some really good cover there from Meteors, really shutting down the counters of Spartans. Singleton for Neely. Evans is blocked. 3 balls to Meteors. Single at Neely, drops it, and then a retaliation back at
Christopherson was trying to make your tombstone catch you mentioned earlier, but unsuccessful. And now we have the 3 of Leamington Spartans in the red against 4 for Meteors. Spoke too soon. Harrison himself comes out. He fell foul to a pre-throw. They preempted when he was about to throw and hit it in nice and early, connecting.
Oh.
Nice movement from Lecce, and made himself really small, squatting down low to the ground, low centre of mass. Oh, and he hits out. Jones looks to make a catch high up court, but that was always a low percentage one. Takes a walk to the outbox, so he got the hit, but at what cost? Double counter coming on at Bird, and they managed to make that to tie things up.
Yeah, it's one of those things. As soon as one team gets an advantage, the next set it's just completely changed the opposite way. I just, going into that set, I was like, it looks like Spartans are really nice and controlled. They're doing a really good job with the pacing, and then next set, Meteors just dominating there, and they are then controlling, getting those hits. So yeah, really can't call it.
This could go either way with Bird releasing down the middle at Jones. He's ducked down onto his knees. Tiny target, can't connect. Spartans again, but releasing from the right-hand side.
Oh, yeah, and then Whitelaw, I think he was a little bit preoccupied with getting that ball in, and they can't block in time.
Early pre-throw from Koenig, who didn't have a ball to block, and Neely capitalised, hitting him out. 5v4. Fantastic dodge from Hughes, who just splays himself on the ground there. What a duck from Evans after releasing an early pre-throw on Woodgate, which does connect. Ties it up, 4v4. Tied in the game, of course. Who's going to make the next hit? Not Leamington. Oh, nobody at that point in time.
Yeah, so all level. About 2 minutes left of this set. Single from Neely at Hughes, ducks under it. Single from Evans at Lecce, also blocks.
Really tense.
Yeah, just trading group throws here. Oh, but then a free throw from Evans takes out Bird.
And what he did fantastic was just get down so low to the ground immediately afterwards, because there was balls coming in at him. Managed to avoid them. 2-ball attack on Neely. He gets out of the way. Makes a counter on Christopherson, number 5.
Yeah.
Ties things up, 3v3.
Yeah. Evans pre-throws at Harrison, blocks, and then Neely's bounces. There's about a minute left. 2-ball attack at Hughes, but he jumps over both of them. There's 1 ball left for Spartans. 40 seconds left. All level. Not a lot of time left on the clock. Neither team really wanting to risk anything yet.
Yeah, plenty of balls at the ball. There was a pre-throw from Neely on Jones, but he got after thrown covered out of it, and then a running counter on Evans on the left-hand side. So we see Leamington Spartans leading this set. Play 2's called on them. They're doing a block on the pre-throw first.
And a
Which pops
catch!
up for Harrison's catch. Wow.
Yeah.
That was not how I expected that set to be closed out.
Yeah, so I think, Harrison getting the catch off Hughes the ball, deciding that, well, it doesn't matter if we've got play 2 being called. If I catch the ball first, he's already out.
Great game awareness.
So it is 12-10. We have 5 minutes left.
Oof.
2 sets. So if Spartans can take this next set, it's going to be really difficult then for Meteors to come back. So really important for Meteors to take this set, which will take us into a final set, which will decide it.
Cautious start from Leamington Spartans, who elect to go at the wing.
Meteors also go for the same.
Trying to disguise the throw a little bit, but it was red.
Play 3 been called for Spartans, so they've got at least 3, which they do, and they don't get any hits.
Nice jumping on the back line from David and Richards. 4-ball attack.
Oh, the catch from Bird. Yeah, Koning, I think, getting very irritated there. We've got a pause of time, saying that he called number 2. So obviously we have 6 players on court. So when you're calling, you usually number them from 1 to 6, from left to right. So Koning obviously saying, I called number 2, he threw at 2, but the other person didn't throw at the right target.
Well, I think he was frustrated that his throwing partner didn't throw, but there was a pre-throw that came in at them, I believe, which put them off, and they elected to save themselves.
Yeah, and it does look like Koning's got a blue card for yelling. So just I think the referee's just explaining that to the coach, the team captain. So what does a blue card mean, Brew?
You're testing me here, but it's like a sin bin.
Yeah.
You'll be out for, I believe, 5 minutes, which is like a frame and then maybe another frame.
Yes.
Part of it.
Yeah, so it's not a set amount of time, but it is the set you were out in and the next set.
Okay.
But it does usually add up to about that length of time.
Right.
Essentially, the best time.
That was close.
Yeah, the best time to get a blue card is at the end of a set, because then you only miss one.
And the best thing is to
just not get him at all.
yes, respect the referees.
Nice dodging from Christopherson there, who just seemed to float in the air.
Yeah, he had a really good hang time to that jump. Hughes releases high. Ball pops up and out of the court. Spartans have made their call. They know what they're going to do.
So they've got 3. Single from Whitelaw at David. Then retaliates back at Whitelaw, and he takes the catch.
Managed to get himself all the way to the back line, so he had maximised the court there. High ball from Bird on Hughes, who just lets it soar over the top of him. Running counter from Whitelaw, connects with Richards, but there's an after throw on number 32 for Leamington Spartans.
So Spartans still up by 2 players, 1 minute 5 seconds left. Pre-throw from Neely, doesn't get the hit, and then he's very irritated with himself for not getting out the way of the retaliation.
Bird taking a walk to the outbox also.
So we're now level. 50 seconds left, and a hit from Lecce.
Fantastic stuff from Lecce. And then great movement to get out of the way there.
Oh, lovely.
From Harrison, but a hit from Woodgate on Hughes is going to see Spartans win this set, probably.
So yeah, 35 seconds. Oh, and a lovely hit from Harrison onto the knees of Evans. So It is now 14-10.
That's England's golden boy there.
It is 2 minutes left on the clock, and there's 2 sets. So essentially, Meteors need to win a set in a minute to get another set.
Yeah, so that they can just draw the match overall. So lots of pressure on them to win quick here.
Yes. And then all Spartans need to do is make the game last time. It doesn't matter how many players they've got left in. As long as they've got players on court, they win this game.
So they might be electing to throw a single ball at the wings here. We'll see what they choose to do. Yes, it's one ball. Oh, Bird going out for some reason.
And Neely. Wow. So we've only played 30 seconds and already.
Start.
Yeah, 3 players out for Spartans.
So could be done. Could the comeback be on here? Counter from David. He's going to go for Harris. No, he's going to go for Lecce, who ducks down and out of the way.
Throw from Lecce at Evans, but bounces just in front of him. 1:10 from the referees, so my time a little bit off.
2-ball release on Woodgate, so that's an aggressive call. They're trying to close out the set, but he was equal to it, managing to jump and block one.
Play 2 called. Richards holding a really high line, trying to force a play from Spartans. Harrison yelling at the ball retriever for the ball. He wants one to block to protect himself.
Key for him to stay in here. 2 balls released to Lecce and they get the hit. High pressure from Richards, collects a ball for his teammates. They've got 3. They're going to release all of them. 2 of them. 2 of them at Harrison, who blocks the second one.
Oh, and then he throws off.
Richards high up court.
4. Yeah, there was a ball that popped up and Harrison was obviously looking to cover that, but instead that ball that he throws to cover it gets caught. And then there's a 3-ball attack at Woodgate and it gets the hit just before time ran out. Oof. So it is 14-12 going into a final 1-minute set. So if Meteors win this, it's a draw. If Spartans win this, they win overall. And either way, this plays into the hands of London Storm, who are currently level in the table with Meteors. And either way this match ends, London Storm stay top and have more points in hand.
And their interest has perked up as they come and view the final 1-minute frame of this game. Middle ball won by Leamington Spartans, released from Whitelaw. On to Koenig, gets the hit, cheered by his teammates. Single ball from David. Cover shot from Whitelaw on Evans.
Nice.
It's a trade.
And that works out in Spartans' favour because they're up by players.
And they have the majority of the balls. In fact, they have all of the balls.
30 seconds left. And they're going to hit on Richards. And David.
Yes.
And Hughes.
Oh my goodness, so that's it.
There's just Christopherson left in against 5 Spartans and 15 seconds, and he's caught! And that is the game. So, after being undefeated for the first half of the season, Meteors have lost to Sheriffs last week, and now to Spartans this week.
Big plays there. Fantastic doing commentary with you, Emily.
Yes.
I'm going to have to leave you.
Yes.
Best of luck for the rest of the day, and I'll see you for another commentary later, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. If you enjoyed this, shout out in the comments.